fans, this is TheSkullKlown.
Fans, this is TheSkullKlown. Here to talk about Robert Englund has an idea for a new Nightmare on Elm Street movie. Now, I'll put the article in the description box if you want to read more of it. It is a great thing to read, to be quite honest. This is just my thoughts and my speculation and what do I think about the article. I think it's a good idea. I think it's a good idea to have... Alright, the article basically says Freddy could be anybody. Freddy could be fat, skinny, poor, whatever, you know, because it's a dream, you know, and it makes sense. Freddy could be anything, you know, and basically this is how I got the gist of it. Little fast forward, you know, just to give a synopsis of it. So basically, kids have a dream of, well, kids all over the world technically, having dreams, nightmares, and they're all Freddy, but they're different versions of Freddy. Not different versions of Freddy, like, there'll be, like, imagine me in a Freddy movie, and I'm acting out as Freddy, but you know it's Freddy Krueger, because, you know, it's Freddy, you know? It's kind of like in Nightmare on Elm Street 1, when Nancy hits the girl, the hall pass girl, and it's actually Freddy Krueger, and she's like, no, running in the hallway, you know? That part, that is something that I would actually like to see. Everyone is imagining, dreaming about Freddy, but it's different people, you know? Different people are playing as Freddy, and at the end of the movie, the main characters confront what Freddy is, and then the real Freddy comes out to the real world, peels his face off, and it's Freddy Krueger all burnt and fucked up. And it's like, that's actually pretty awesome. Now, I'm not saying they're gonna do that in the movie. That's just an idea that Robert Englund has. And you know what? Yeah, I'm kind of up for it. Most people might be like, I don't know. Look, you gotta think. Robert Englund is old. And having Freddy, the spirit of Freddy, and having people play multiple Freddys is actually pretty cool. And then at the end, you will have Freddy Krueger coming, you know? It's like, oh, that's Robert, it's like, oh, that guy looks like Freddy. You know, like, it will be Robert Englund, but obviously you just go like, whoo, Freddy, you know? And it's like, oh my god, you know? And then you have an end scene thing of Freddy trying to kill the kids, and the kids are trying to escape and everything like that. You know, just my thoughts on more of the situation, what could happen. It's amazing. It's amazing what Robert Englund is thinking here. And if no one doesn't greenlight this movie and pick it up, what is wrong with you? This is the guy. Actually, this is Jack Lee O'Haley. Yeah, can you believe that? They've actually put the remake version of Freddy instead of the original Freddy. What the fuck is that shit? But you know what? I'm just gonna go to the back here because that's what mostly shows the traditional Freddy. That this is awesome knowing that Robert Englund just wants to, well, technically he is Freddy, but Robert Englund just wants to come back, do a movie, play Freddy, maybe not for the whole movie, maybe for a few minutes of the movie, because he's still old and he doesn't want to wear all that latex for a very, very long time. Understandable. When you're young and all that, you'll be like, yeah, let's wear this, you know? When you're old, you're like, I'm tired. I don't want to wear all I don't want to sit on a chair for like 5 hours to put on makeup so I can shoot a fucking thing for 3 minutes. You know? Like, come on, people. You gotta really think about it real quick. And it's true. We really want to sit on makeup for 5 hours just to shoot, what, 2 or 3 scenes of a movie and that's it? Maybe that's why Robert Englund kind of has this idea, and most likely he probably will produce the movie if he has this idea. You know, produced by Robert Englund, you know, aka Freddy Krueger. You know, that would be awesome! I will fucking pay for that shit. I will watch it on the big screen, because I never watched a Nightmare on Elm Street on the big screen except for the remake. And that was the only Nightmare on Elm Street movie I saw on the big screen, because I was young at that time still when the other movies came out. Well, actually, I wasn't born. Then when Freddy vs. Jason came out, I was too small to watch it in the movie theater, even though I wanted to watch it so freaking bad. Ugh. Damn it! I did watch it years later, and I was just like, why I didn't watch this in the movie theater again? You know? So I think this is great. I think Robert Englund should come back. I think everyone has already said this. He should have came back in 2018. He should have came back in 2010 to do that remake, but no, Jack Lee O'Haley did it. You know, I don't hate Jack Lee O'Haley. I'm just doing this because those are the haters. Those are the people that hated the movie. Yes, the movie's bad. There's only like 2 actors, really 2 actors, well 3 that really try, and you get kind of sucked in with them because they really do try. Mr. Krabs. Yes, the guy, yes, Quinn's father is Mr. Krabs' voice. He's actually pretty good in the movie. Quentin, the guy that plays Quentin, it's kind of messed up too because that's his last movie and he retired from horror movies. A lot of people like him. Why he hasn't come back? I would love to see him come back. I don't know, I thought he was a really good actor. I mean, I loved him in Jennifer's Body and other movies that he's done. I don't think he's a bad actor. There are way worse actors that you could have got, to be honest. But, and the other one was Jack Lee O'Haley. Those are the 3 people that will make me come back to watch that remake. And to be honest, people know that Jack Lee O'Haley was supposed to be the original Freddy Krueger before he was like, hey, I have my friend Robert Englund, go, you know? Because he was busy doing something else. But no one doesn't give a fuck about that because it's like, who cares, right? It's like, fuck off. Fuck off. No, seriously. And knowing that this is happening for this, that Robert Englund has a picture of this, is amazing. And yes, could you bring Jack Lee O'Haley back as Freddy? Yeah. If Robert Englund has this idea of having people being multiple Freddys, why not bring Jack Lee O'Haley back? You know? Now, I'm not saying he's going to be the definitive Freddy. No, that's Robert Englund, of course. Duh. That's why he mentions in the article at the end, like, hey, maybe Freddy comes at the end, the real Freddy, you know, and it's like, peels his mask off, peels his face off, and it's all like burnt and fucked up, you know. But most people are like, how would that work if Freddy comes to the real world and then peels off his face and then it's like burnt and all that? You can work with it. I think Freddy still has that magic that when he goes to the real world, even though he still could be killed in real life, he still has that magic ability to do whatever he wants. I mean, we kind of saw that in Freddy's Dead, you know? Like, he was all human-like, and all of a sudden he goes back to fucked up, burnt. So, in a way, it's like, how did that happen? So, to me, the only thing I can confirm of that is that he still has those powers, the nightmare powers, you know? That's the only way I can see it, and for this to work, yeah, of course. And having the whole globe, the whole earth having nightmares about Freddy Krueger is like, yeah, that's pretty good. But most people might be like, no, I want to take place in Nightmare on Elm Street, and that's it. True, but at the end of the day, we all know that every town has an Elm Street. We all know that. No, seriously, we all know that. And I'm not just kidding. Look at my face. You think I'm kidding about that? Every town has an Elm Street. Yeah, that's 100% true. And if you don't believe me, I actually live around an area that's called Elm Street. And I'm not lying about that. I live in Holyoke, Massachusetts. You can look it up. There is a place called Elm Street. I'm not lying. My mother used to grow up there, and she was scared as fuck because Nightmare on Elm Street was out when she was around. So you can imagine how many nightmares people had around that neighborhood, you know? So it just fit. And knowing that this could happen is like, yeah, let's do this. I will greenlight this. I will support this to the moon. I will. I'll support this. And if no one doesn't support this, that's fine. Maybe I can see why you don't want to support it. It's like, he's too old. You don't want him to do it. Or maybe it's like, hey, we don't want to see another Freddy movie because maybe it could be shit, you know? Or we don't want to see another Freddy movie without Robert Englund, even though it is still with Robert Englund. But most people will be like, no, I want to see him through the movie. I don't want to see him half and half, and then all of a sudden at the end you get him. I know. I mean, I complained about that too with Jurassic World, when he was like, hey, here's the T-Rex fight. And I was like, fuck you, you piece of shit of a movie. You did that on purpose just to make me be like, thank you. Fuck you, movie. I saw right through you, you know? I completely understand what people are coming from if they don't want that. But at the end of the day, Nightmare on Elm Street 2010 actually did make money, even though it was panned and criticized. It did make money, not enough, but it made enough money to be like, alright, we could make a sequel, but maybe we shouldn't, you know? But if you ever got the, I know this is still about Freddy Krueger, but if you didn't get the Nightmare on Elm Street 2010 Blu-ray version, some of the deleted scenes that they didn't put is actually really good and more powerful than the movie theater that we got. That's why I feel that Nightmare on Elm Street 2010, if you got some of those elements and edited it right, it could have been a better movie. I'm not saying it would have been the best Freddy movie ever, no, but it would have been a lot better than the 2010 movie that we got in theaters, in my opinion. Just look up the Halloween 2010 Blu-ray deleted scenes, and if you think it's pretty good and you think that it should have been changed and would have been a better movie, then yeah, comment down below. I'll literally, if you don't agree, then that's fine, but if you agree, that's also fine too. I think it would be fucking awesome if they did that. But moving on, I think this is good. It should happen. And if it doesn't happen, I'm not gonna complain or everything like that. Hey, Kevin Bacon still wants to play as Freddy Krueger. Yeah. When I heard that Kevin Bacon wants to play as Freddy, I'm like, yeah. Yeah, why not? He was in the first Friday the 13th movie, you know? So we're connecting with Freddy. It's kind of cool because he was in the first Friday the 13th movie. Now you can be like Jason and Freddy all together. You know, it's cool. You know, but at the same time, maybe Robert Englund looked at this and was like, alright, I have people that want to be Freddy Krueger, but I have a friend that did one and it failed and people criticize him for it. And how could I come back and make the fans happy without them being pissed off, you know? So him thinking about this is kind of like really, in my opinion, really cool. And I think it should happen. New Line Cinema, sign it up. Like, New Line Cinema, this is your mascot, to be quite honest with you. I mean, yeah, you had other movies that came before, but New Line Cinema is Freddy Krueger. You think of New Line Cinema, what do you think of? Freddy Krueger. You might think of maybe Jason Voorhees, but that came later. Much, much later. The only thing you think of is Nightmare on Elm Street, in my opinion. I always think of Nightmare on Elm Street every time I think of New Line Cinema. I can't watch a New Line Cinema movie without thinking about Nightmare on Elm Street and Freddy Krueger. That's just me? Is it just me? I think it isn't. But this is TheSkullKlown signing off. Have a nice day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to check the article down below. It is quite a read. And it gets you giggled and it gets you more ideas and you just want to do a video about it because it's like cool and you want to spread it around because you're so happy that Robert Englund wants to actually do another Freddy movie. And it's like, do it! Why are we waiting? Do it! So, thank you guys for watching.
This is TheSkullKlown signing off. Have a nice day.